It's Disney Detonation coming at you from the Transformative Content Fair U Studios in New Jersey, and I am your host. And today's vlog is going to be about the Shiki-Sai restaurant in EPCOT, in particular the Japan Pavilion and World Showcase. My wife watched a bunch of the vloggers who went there. I think it was a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was a month ago. It opened, so every vlogger that goes to Disney World, of course, had to go there. They went there en masse, and they all, gave their opinions on the food offerings and the beverage offerings. And one of the, adjectives they used was like across the board, and they kept using it over and over again. She thought it was funny. She said I should do a vlog on it, so I'm going to try to do the best I can to get material out of it. If you're looking for Florida resident re-edits material, I have so much of it. For the past week or so, I actually had to go to a funeral with a wake, and so I haven't been able to really put everything together yet. But don't worry, it might even be 2 episodes. There's so much. Okay, so let's get to it. So here is EPCOT Center. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pouring here in New Jersey. I mean, it's crazy. So here we are at EPCOT Center. You gotta love Google Earth. So here we walk in. So to the left, you can go either right or left. It's probably quicker to go to the right, and that's going towards the United Kingdom. And over here's the Japan Pavilion. But here's something when I was screwing around with this, I thought was pretty interesting. And then I said it again. Look at this area where they're building here. It looks like they're putting in footings. I have no idea how old this satellite shot is, but you can see this guy is marking out this area here where it's been marked out. I can't even tell if that's heavy equipment or a person. So I think it's an excavator. All right, and from my understanding, this was supposed to be like a staging area for that other fireworks show. I don't know what it's called, where they had all these monstrosities in the lake here. So, but something's going on. I wonder if it's going to be an attraction, but who knows? All right, so here we go. Let's drop the little man in. He loves going to Japan. As do I. So here we are in Japan. Here's the restaurant on the right-hand side. I don't know if you've been here before. There's a shop here on the left, which is really cool. All the way down to the end, there's like a museum for like pop art, and then there used to be like you could go in and have and sample and do like sake flights. All right, so a quick look at the menu, and I think Shiki-Sai, at least what the internet is telling me, means color. And I screwed that up. Here's the menu. Okay, so the lunch and the dinner seem to be the same. So let's keep going. This is mostly a seafood sushi place. The big item, which I just accidentally showed you prior to this, is this a sushi boat for $300. It supposedly feeds 4 to 6. It says food for 4 to 6. And there's really not much here that I would be interested in other than stuff from the grill and the drinks. So if you're a sushi fan or a seafood fan, this might be the place for you. All right, moving on. So here is the slideshow of the inside. That's the sushi boat. It's a sign on the outside, Shiki-Sai. Stairwell leading up. Boy, it's coming down here. And there's the sushi bar. I guess you can watch them make the sushi. There's the hostesses back. Now here is a small tour of the restaurant.
Sushi bar and one centered around the World Showcase Lagoon we'll see in a second. But while this sushi bar area does not have outside facing windows, they do have these really cool digital screens that almost double as windows. And while you sit down here and enjoy a meal, over the course of that meal you'll see the windows rotate between the 3 different festivals, spring, summer, and fall, while you're seated. One of the crowning glories of this space for any Disney fan in particular is this sweeping view of World Showcase Lagoon and the Japan Pavilion. You can see everything from up here across the way to Spaceship Earth, and it is a great spot to request for the evening fireworks.
That looks really cool. The view for the fireworks show, or the view in general, and then just to see the video screens with the changing seasons, to me is like pretty appealing. Okay, so now we're going into the different vloggers. That clip was from WDW News. This is a DBF, her description of one of the drinks.
This was a sweeter drink, but not sweet in the way you'd expect those tropical tiki drinks to be. Instead, it was a refreshing type of sweetness thanks to those strawberries, like a fresh sweetness.
And here are the foodies.
Cream. This is like a unique, light, refreshing dessert. It's not mind-blowing, but it was like nice. It's something nice to end the meal with.
And here is the Diz.
Very tart. Like, you got to think like lemon, like that's your realm of flavor. But I'm a fan of yuzu. I was a fan of this. It was tart. It's nice. Honestly, on a hot day, it was pretty refreshing. So.
And all ears.
Drink, and Brie Love did an amazing job of it. It's the most beautiful pour I've ever seen.
Thank you. I want to tell you that there's a secret that it was
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but he annoys the living hell out of me.
dripping down the side and it ended up here, and it was behind the glass, so nobody knew. But look.
I said he's pointing out they did a B-roll on the glass, and there was something dripped on the side, and this is interesting. How?
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Yuzu. What did we describe it as? It's almost like a tangerine meets a lemon.
A lemon, yeah.
That's a refreshing.
The Toki Highball cocktail. It's a little bit bitter. It's a little refreshing with that hint of soda.
And all ears.
Faint, bitter whisper. I think if you had never had sake before, you wouldn't know that was what the flavor was. It's almost like grainy in a way. It's a weird way to describe it, but you can definitely taste the sake on the end. Mostly a fresh, fruity, summery strawberry cocktail, and it's not overly sweet. It's not even as sweet as like a juicy tiki drink. It's more just like kind of a refreshing.
So it's a float with a popsicle with lemon soda. It's very refreshing. Nice for the summer.
So that was WDW News. Here's another all ears.
It's just a little bit, I'm trying to think of the word, it's a little bit tart. Tart's not the best word for it, but that's kind of the closest to what I would assume. It's nice, it's light, it's refreshing.
So if you guessed it, well, the operant adjective was...
It was pretty refreshing.
Refreshing.
Very refreshing.
It's a little refreshing.
Kind of a refreshing.
Refreshing.
So it was refreshing. Yeah, it was pretty... I mean, this video, I hope, is very refreshing. So the last thing I want to play today is Rhino's synopsis, or his overall rating of the restaurant. It just made me laugh. So I figured I have to share it with you.
So I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10. So for me, it's a 40 out of 50, which is a 4 out of 5, which is an 8 out of 10, which is a good score. So everybody back off and leave me alone.
It was good.
End transmission.